Hey guys, it's Jen. It's Tuesday, May, I don't know, I think the 13th, I think. Shit, I'm gonna get in an accident. Anyway, this is why you should not make videos while you're driving, especially in Detroit. Anyway, I'm making this video because, well, first of all, I apologize for this. I still don't feel good. I went to work today, but I still don't feel very well. So I don't look like I feel very well. Anyway, I'm making this stupid video because, I forgot what it was, I think Sunday night, I sent my pictures into CosMed, which is the clinic in Tijuana, Mexico that I want to go to for my plastic surgery. I submitted the inquiry on their online website, and then they contacted me via email and said, submit some more photos, and then we'll do a telephone consultation. So I submitted the rest of the photos yesterday. They called, Dr. Corez called me today, actually, while I was at work. So I went outside and took the phone call. And we just kind of discussed what I wanted to have done and what he thinks needs to be done. And my two main pressing issues at the moment are my arm lift and a breast lift. And based on my pictures, he says that he can do both and that he would need to do what is called a crescent lift, which is basically the area that's around your bra area for women. It's just the way that it's just the surgical procedure, basically, that will get rid of and tighten all the skin in the arm and the armpit area and around the breasts, and then the breast lift itself. So he said he can tighten all that up, and that will be done in the first visit. I will probably have to stay 6 or 7 days. They have a hotel connected to their medical facility. They do the medical, the surgery at the medical facility, and then you stay at the hotel. I'd have to stay at the hotel 6 or 7 days. The surgery, those two surgeries, so that would be one visit. Those two surgeries and everything that comes, all the medical costs that comes with it, is $6,900, which is significantly cheaper than it would be in the United States. So $6,900 for the surgeries. It's $900 total for the 7-day stay, 6 or 7 day stay at the hotel, which includes all my medical care and all the medicines and all that. And then, of course, you have to pay to fly to San Diego, and then they pick you up from the San Diego airport and take you to the CosMed clinic, and then they also will transport you back to the airport. So that's all included as well. The transportation is included. Your air flight is not included. So I think at one point I looked up the air flight from Michigan to San Diego, and I think it was like $300 or $400 round trip, maybe $5 round trip. So when you consider airfare, the cost of the hotel and the medical care, and then the actual surgery itself, it's about $8,400 for that surgery. The second surgery, whenever I have the money and choose to do it, will be a lower body lift, which will tighten up. I have kind of like two overlapping stomachs still, kind of like when you do when you're fat, you have like the midsection and then you have your lower stomach. That is usually the apron stomach that they're talking about. I'm a woman, I have like the two stomach thing going on. So the lower body lift would basically flatten that, takes off the skin off the back and then the hips area. So that would be the lower body lift, and then I would also have an inner thigh lift done, which is a separate surgery. And then once those are done, then at the same time he will also do the implants and my breast implants for free. I think the reason he does the breast implants at that time, from what I've gathered from the phone call, is just basically when you're doing the breast lift and the arm lift, because I've lost so much volume, and he even said I have a lot of excess skin in my breast and my arms, and I've lost a lot of volume in my breast. So once he does the skin tightening, you kind of have to like let everything settle. But by the time that I were to have the second surgeries, which is the lower body lift and the thigh lift, everything would have been settled at that point. And so at that time, it would be an okay thing to put the implants in. Now, I don't want silicone implants. I don't want traditional implants. I want the fat from other parts of my body put into my breasts. And I know he can do that, and I know he does that. I don't have a cost estimate for the second set of surgery or for having the fat put into my boobs, basically. I don't have that done yet because right now my main focus is the breast lift and the arm lift, and that's really all I care about. And that's $6,900, and then the airfare and the hospital stays another $14, so it's like $8,400, which I think I already said on here. But that's my main focus, and I don't believe that they have financing. I'm pretty sure that the only thing that they have is you either pay for it with credit card or they have like a down payment type thing, like kind of like a layaway plan where you just keep sending them money until you're paid in full, and then you can come down and have your surgery. Which is probably the route I'm going to have to go, because I don't ever imagine that I'm going to have $8,400 just chilling, unless I were to get a loan from a bank here, which I just filed bankruptcy at the end of last year. I don't foresee me being able to get a loan for that amount, a loan at any amount, much less $8,400. And with all the student loans that I have, and me just starting this job and still having to catch up on other bills, it's just not a smart thing to do. The question I meant to ask him today, and I completely forgot because I was at work and trying to have a private conversation with him while I was at work, and it was very difficult, so I completely forgot to ask him whether the breast lift or the breast augmentation would affect my ability to breastfeed when I have a child. If it does impact it, then I'm going to say screw it, I'm not doing anything with my breasts, because my desire to breastfeed my child is 10,000 times more important to me than some vanity thing about having the same size boobs that I had before I had surgery. So, but if it doesn't affect it, obviously I would like to feel as confident in myself as I did before I had surgery, which is kind of crazy because you think once you've had weight loss surgery that your confidence level would go up, and it has, but the excess skin takes a toll after a while. And when you know that you've had that much success, and you know you've lost that much weight, but you still look the same as you did before, the scale is just a different number. It's crazy. It's really, and it plays with your head. So anyway, that's my update in terms of plastic surgery. I feel better now that I at least have I'm glad that he agrees with me on what I wanted to have done. I'm glad he agrees that it does need to be done, and that actually is excess skin and not just a bunch of fat, because I was really thinking like, well, maybe I'm just still really fat, and maybe there's nothing that he can do other than the arms, and maybe, I had all these doubts of what could actually be done, and it feels good to hear him say, even though it's kind of an insult to say, you have a lot of excess skin. It does feel good to have him confirm that it is a lot of excess skin and that it can be dealt with. So it feels good to know that. It feels good to kind of have a cost estimate now, and to kind of have a goal to know what I have to earn. And I guess at this point all my finances are being put towards the move to Nashville, which Noah and I are supposed to be moving in October or November. And that's the plan, and I guess in the back of my head that's what I'm still planning for, but I don't know if I'm actually going to go or not, and this is between me and you, because I haven't even talked to him or anybody else about it. I don't know if I'm actually going to go to Nashville or not. I don't know if I can leave Tori, and I don't know if I even really want to move. I think I'm just moving because I want to be with Noah, and that's where he's going. And my relationship is very important to me, and the life that we can have together is very important to me, but I haven't made a decision on that yet. So if I move to Nashville, then I have to start saving at that point for plastic surgery. If I don't move to Nashville, then whatever money I have put aside for the move is obviously going to go towards my plastic surgery. So it's a work in progress. I got to figure it all out as time goes by. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this kind of answers some questions about plastic surgery that some of you might have. Keep in mind that going to CosMed in Tijuana, they get a lot of positive reviews. They're at the WLSFA meet and greet in Las Vegas for the past like 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years. There's people in our community who have gone there and had nothing but, positive things to say, so I'm not scared about going there. Even if it's in Tijuana, Mexico, I'm not scared about where the clinic is or how to get to the clinic. I'm more concerned with the cost, honestly, because I trust that everything else will be okay. Anyway, I will talk to you guys all soon, and I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.